Hello, how you guys doing? What's up? So welcome to the channel Glow Grace Era. I'm so happy that you guys can join me. I'm so sorry that I was late. Can I just start off with telling you guys that these earrings are hurting me? Have you ever guys been in a situation where your earrings are just too big? I don't know. I don't think it's too big. I'm just not. It's been a long time since I wear big earrings. And then the past couple of months, I was wearing little small earrings. Now I'm wearing big earrings. My ears are hurting me. But I feel like the only way I can get used to it is if I keep wearing them because I have bigger earrings that I do want to wear. And it's like they're hurting you guys. They're hurting me so bad. But and it's crazy because like these past 3 days, I'm putting this earring in my ear, right? And it felt like the ear hole is closed up. So I have to poke a hole through the back is really annoying. And this ear, it felt like it was some crust, like my inside of my ear hole was bleeding. So my ear is annoying as hell, but I'm still trying to look good. You know what I'm saying? Let's not talk about the heels. You guys, I have stopped wearing heels. My goodness, I felt like I had to wear heels in order to be sexy. Because it's like, if you don't wear heels, then you're not sexy. I don't care about that because I'm still sexy regardless. But I'm done with them heels. I don't need them heels to validate me. Now, I will wear some chunky heels, but them stiletto heels, look, I'm not doing that shit no more. Okay? Could you imagine, girl? I used to wear stiletto heels for this guy. You know, it was this guy way back a long time ago, and I was dealing with him. And yes, he had a big ass dick. Yes, he did. Okay. And when I met him, he's very handsome. And he was very helpful because I needed something. I'm a needy girl. I'm always going to need something. I'm always going to want a man to do something handiwork. And if he can't do anything handiwork, most likely I'm not going to spend time with him because I need something handy done. I'm always going to need something handy done. And for the fact that I can't rely on you to do some handiwork, it's a turn off. So he helped me, do some handiwork. And he had a pickup truck or whatever. And so, yeah. But anyway, he wanted me to walk around the house with some skanky outfits and some stiletto heels, It felt so awkward. Like, I guess that's what his fetish was. Like, we were eating dinner and he just wanted me to wear like a skanky outfit with some stiletto heels. Eating fucking dinner, And wanted me to just stay sexy, walking sexy. Look, that shit got old real quick. The first day, 2 days, it was cool, but it got old. But I know I'm talking about other stuff. Hey Lisa, how you doing? Hey Kavan, what's going on? I'm glad that you guys are here with me. So the title, because I know I'm talking about other stuff. And let me tell you something else that's hurting me, y'all. My gums. I have not done a great job with taking care of my gums. So the back of my gums over here, it really, really hurts. I invested in a few things for my mouth. I got an electronic toothbrush, and that does wonders. And it does have gum care on there. When I first used the electronic toothbrush, it hurted my gums to the touch. But then some parts got used to it, but back over here, it hurts. And I know I need to go to the dentist. But I'm like, if I go to the dentist, I have a fear of them big ass needles. And them needles going to fuck my gums up. I know it's going to hurt. I know I'm going to have to do it. But I'm procrastinating. My mouth is all fucked up. Let me tell you, I don't know. You know how you put that filler in your tooth? That filler came out my tooth this past summer. And I know I need to go to the dentist, and I'm procrastinating because I have a fear of needles, and I don't want to get stuck in my gums. And every time I get stuck in my gums, it hurt like a motherfucker. I am traumatized by that shit. I still remember. And then they stick me like 4 or 5 times in different corners of my mouth, and that shit be hurting like a bitch. Okay. So I have it in my head, if I brush my teeth or brush my gums really, really, I'm hurting right now. When I tell you my gums hurt so bad when I brush my teeth, I get a headache. I have a headache on this side from my gums hurting so bad when I just massage it with the electronic. But I do have the water pixels, the water where they're supposed to clean you inside your teeth. I do have that, and it feels cool. Sometimes that hurt if the pressure is too high, and I have the thing you stick in your teeth, and it's electronic, so it's supposed to massage your gums. But I have not done a good job with properly taking care of my gums. My mom have always got on me, but I didn't listen to my mom. So I can't say she didn't. I just didn't listen when I was young. I didn't give a fuck. I just brushed my teeth. I never, did that toothpick stuff. You know what I mean? And even my adult years. But now I'm taking it serious more than ever, and I'm paying for it, and it's hurting, and it's just I don't have time for nothing. All right. So in this video, I gotta get that check out. Health is wealth. Yes. Floss, yes, flossing is great. All right, so this title is called Why I Never Was Settled for Lazy Love. And also, viewership keep feeding the algorithm. So I guess, I don't know what I want to hit first. I guess I hit the first one of Why I Never Settled for Love and how I came out with that title. How can I say it? All right, so this past day or yesterday, I have invited guys in my life, and I did it because I was bored. I'm sure you guys have never done that before, but I've invited guys in my life because I was just bored and I just wanted somebody to entertain me. So it was fun, like boy toys, men that's just around because you're bored, just for the fun of it. But anyway, I'm really not interested in them anymore, but they always hit me and blowing me up, whatever. And recently, all of them, they just keep blowing me up and blowing me up and blowing me up. I want to hang out. I want to see you. I want to do this. And I have no interest in it. Just because, I don't know. I just feel like they're like, can we do Netflix? Can I take you out? And I guess taking me out does nothing for me. I'm not interested in going out with you. I feel like I had my fun with you, and and then you say, well, why don't you just tell them to leave you alone? Because I don't want to hurt their feelings, and I might get bored again one day. I don't know. I don't know. I know it's ridiculous, but they really wanna. I don't get it. Like, they really want to be in a relationship with me. They really want to spend time with me. And I tell them I'm not into relationships. And if I wasn't into a relationship, I wouldn't want to be with them because it's lazy. What really gets me in a man is ambition. Let me see you show up for yourself. I want to see you love yourself. These guys, how much they hit me up trying to hang out or trying to take me out, I just feel like they don't even work hard enough. I'm like, man, you got a lot of time on your hands. I'm like, what do you work again? Like, I'm like, what is your ambition? What are you trying to do in life? Like, why do you have so much time to spend with me? Why are you so available? And you just keep on bugging me. And one of them, he got real pissed off at me because he was like, I want to see you tonight. And, sometimes when you ignore them, they become very aggressive, and they feel like they need to be very aggressive to get their way because they really want to see you. So it's like, I want to see you tonight, 8 o'clock. I'm picking you up. I'm taking you on a date. And I'm like, no, I got something to do. I don't want to do it tonight. And then they're like, well, what about tomorrow? And I'm like, can you stop bullying me? I was like, "Can you stop bullying me? I feel like you're peer pressuring me." And they that really pissed them off because they got offended that I used the word bullying and peer pressure. And it was like, "What the fuck? I'm just trying to spend time with you and hang out with you. And you're saying I'm peer pressuring you, I'm bullying you." And I'm like, "Because I told you I will let you know. What part don't you get? I will let you know." And right now, my views are not the way it's going. I don't want to go, I don't want to hang out with you. Okay. I need something different. I need a different experience. I need something that's elevating. And I just feel like these guys, they cannot provide the lifestyle or the experience that I desire because they don't have the desire and ambitions to have bigger and better. They're comfortable in the situation they're in, and I'm not interested in their situation. I'm interested when I'm bored and I have nothing to do and I'm like, okay, you can come over or whatever. But other than that, I just don't want to have any. I want to reach out to you when I'm feeling like I want to hang out with you. And some people feel like that's wrong. They're like, I'm tired of you using me and you only want to hang out with me when you're available and you don't care about nobody else. And that is absolutely right. And I tell them I'm not interested in the relationships and I don't want to be with them because to me, their ideal is just, they just want to watch TV, go out, get in their feelings emotional and just want to be attached. And I'm not into that. I want you to be out here as a boss. I want you to be busy with work and going for the dreams. And when you invite me places, you invite me to a gala or you invite me to a place and let me see how busy you are with your work and you're showing me different things I've never experienced before. That the type of guys that I like. That's the type of guys in the past that I have been drawn to. But the recent guys that they want to turn, I guess, I don't know what we had. They want to turn that into something full throttle. And I just call it lazy love because I just want to be around, hang around, be in a so called relationship and just, I don't know, hold hands and be lovey dovey. And I'm just not that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want you to work hard. I want you to be a protector. You can't protect me if you barely making it yourself. If you're living check to check or you living with your mama, then what the fuck? I mean, only thing I can do with you is hit you up when I'm bored and I just want to have some fun time. But other than that, I don't want anything more than that from you, And I feel like those type of guys, they try to offer me companionship or emotional, like they feel like, okay, I'm offering you my heart. Isn't that what girls want? They want my heart. They want me to be, compassionate and I don't want to be on no sex shit. I just want to spend time with you. And I'm like, I don't want that from you. I mean, you're not doing anything in life. I want to hang out with you when I feel like having fun, but when I don't want to have fun, I'm busy working. And it's nothing that you can do or tell me that can assist me in my life because you're just not there. And I just feel like you just need to focus on yourself and be so busy. And when I see you rising for the top, that turns me on. And then that I will consider, but they're never going to get there. Let's just be keeping it real. They're just so I don't know what they own. To me, they own some mushy, ushy shit. And I'm just not there. And I don't think I'll ever be there. And that's why I can never settle for love. I can never settle for love. And I know it may sound harsh to a lot of you all. And the reason why I say that, because I have like associates and friends that are going through heartbreak right now, and they're girls. And like these guys have hurt their heart and they are paying on these guys' bills and they're doing so much for these guys and they have so much hope for these guys. And then these guys find out that, he has another baby mama and he's sleeping with this girl and that girl. And that can never be me because I don't want a guy's heart. I already have my heart. I don't need your heart. What I need is your respect. I need your protection. And that's all I desire from a man is respect and protection. And to me, protection is if I need something financially, that you're going to cover it. That's protecting me. That's my definition of protecting. And I let guys know in the beginning that is my definition of protection is anything financially. If I need a bill or something going on and my shit over here is shaky, that you have the financial, the oversight to take care of it with no questions, because you just have it like that. You in that position to do so. Not that you're struggling the day to day and you got baby mama child support and you dealing with this and that they can't do anything for me. I can't even get really involved in a deep conversation with those type of guys. It's just don't make sense to me. So that's why I can never do the lazy love. And I see girls doing lazy love all the time because they just want a guy's heart. They want them to love them. And even though they are paying for these guys' bills, and sometimes these guys are hitting on them and cheating on them, it's like, well, he still love me. He still care about me. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about your love. I don't care about you. I don't care about that. Like, respect me. And respecting me is not lying to me and cheating on me. If you want to go out and have different partners, then I'm going to know that regardless. I just feel like I'm that good. I've never I've never been fucked over. So I just feel like all my years I've never been fucked over. I'm always good. I can tell if a guy is interested and want to do other stuff. A lot of times in my experience, I always end up with guys that are obsessed with me. So if a guy is cheating on me, or I think he's going to cheat on me, usually I break up with him or I distance myself because I just want you to have the freedom to do what you want to do. I'm not possessive. I've never felt like I need to own a guy or whatever. I can remember one time I had this guy and he was from Oakland, the Bay Area, and I thought he was very attractive. This was in my younger years. I believe I was like in my early 20s. In my early 20s, I was somewhat in the industry as far as like modeling is concerned, and I was associated with different producers and different stuff like that or whatever. So I say that to say, and it's my fault. It's my fault. So I knew that a lot of people would find my guy at the time very hot. He was new on the scene. He just came to LA. At the time I lived in LA. I used to live in LA. And he just came to the scene and nobody know him because he was very discreet. And that's the type of guys I like. I don't deal with guys that want a lot of attention or guys that just flash. I deal with guys that are flashy as far as jewelry and cars, but as far as like, I don't know, everybody just knows their business and stuff like that. I really don't like those type of guys or whatever. And flashy with the cars and the jewelry. I've been around a few guys like that, but usually I catch them early, meaning that I catch them early before everybody knows their business. It's several guys I remember that hopped in the LA scene and they had Bentleys and all this jewelry and stuff. And they were like, they did well for themselves, but I was really close with them and he wanted to be in a relationship with me, but I was not attracted to him. So I couldn't have sex with him. So I just was like, I just opted out to be his friend so I can reap the benefits, but I didn't feel like going through drama because oftentimes when you get with a guy and then you break up with him and he's of that status, it can be hell to pay. So I just was around him and I saw him how he got so popular because anytime you hop on any scene and you got a lot of money and jewelry, everybody want to know who are you, where you at, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, with this other guy, he's from Oakland. The other guy, I don't know where he came from. But anyway, I introduced him to like the Hollywood club life, like the club life in Hollywood where you have to be somebody to be in certain sections and certain VIP sections and stuff like that. And the only reason I got there based because people thought I was attractive and usually somebody is trying to date me and they would have me as a eye candy, like certain producers. I'm not going to name anybody. But certain people that's really big now, when I was younger, I had access to a lot of stuff because they had me as a piece of candy on their arm, you know? So with that, you get access and you meet different people. So I don't know. I guess I was trying to be impressive with this guy I was dating because he was very attractive and I just wanted to show him off. And I just thought we was bad, both fucking good looking. Like we was both fucking hot, you know. We was both good looking, so we was just going to the club. And one of the people at the top, you know, millionaire, I don't know how much, but a lot of money. They were interested in my guy at the time, you know? And so later on that night when we was in bed, I was like, you know, such and such, they were checking you out. And I just wanted to see what he's going to bite. And he was like, really? They were checking me out, whatever. And I can see a smile. I was like, yeah. I was like, if you play it right, like, you know, they'll take care of you. Like, they'll give you money and stuff like that. And he was like, okay. He was interested. I was like, so do you want me to hook that up for you or whatever? So I don't know. Anyway, it went down and he got his bread, you know. Um, and it was dumb. And I was like, whatever you do, just don't have sex with them. And they said they didn't have sex with them, but I think they had sex with them. But anyway, I was on some young, dumb shit. I got mad. I don't know why. Looking back, I'm like, why? I shouldn't have got mad about that shit. But I got mad, but we was cool, you know, but I don't even know where I'm going with that story. It's just, so yeah, I just to say that I know when somebody will cheat on me, you know, or be open to different stuff. And I think with him, I liked him, but I knew that he's a guy and he was interested in that possibility. And I'm glad that I didn't get invested in him and have my heart breaking later in life and be like, oh my God, you know. So oftentimes, you know, I'm just different. You know, I'm really different. I can tell you a different time where I'm just so different. So I was dating this guy, right? And I date a lot of guys, all right? Whatever. Okay, so we're out shopping, you know? And I'm just so cool. I really don't give a fuck. So I noticed him checking different girls out, you know? And I'm like, nigga, if you want to talk to her, go fucking ahead. I don't care. Tell her I'm your cousin or something. I just want to see, you know? I want to see if you can pull it, you know? I know, awkward, right? I know y'all never met a bitch like me, for real. You never met a bitch like me, I promise you. So he would go to, you know, talk to different girls in front of me and try to pull their numbers and stuff like that. And I watch him do it. And how did it make me feel? It turned me on. I know that's weird to a lot of y'all. It turned me on in mind, you know, shit, because everybody wanted him. Everybody wanted my man. So he would get their numbers and stuff. Now, if he fucked around with him, I don't know. Now, to be honest with you, I didn't want to fuck around with him. Why didn't I want to fuck around him? Because he had a small dick, you know, but he was very handsome. He always took care of me. He treated me so good. He has a high taste bud. He's always in luxury. And I love that about him. I just didn't want to have sex with him because I'm really not into small dicks or whatever. So I didn't mind him, you know, talking to different girls and flirting different girls when we were out. It was actually a turn on. And I do like when a guy make me jealous with the woman though, you know. Sometimes, and I got to take that back. Okay, it got to be a certain girl. I will get irritated or disgusted if a guy is flirting with a girl that I deem as not beautiful. If I don't look at her as beautiful, if I don't see her as desirable and he's talking to her, it turns me off and I'm disgusted. But all the girls that he picked are very desirable girls because he just have good taste. So I'm very picky with that. It just can't be anybody that he would just go talk to. He really has good taste. I know that's just weird as fuck, right? But this is a personal blog, so you guys know it's in my personal business or whatever. But I never want anything serious with him. I just wanted to enjoy him a lot. Sometimes it's about experience for me. It's not like, oh my God, I want to be with you. Unfortunately, he really wanted to be with me. Like, he was obsessed with me. And I didn't care for that because I like my freedom and like to do what I want to do. And I didn't want to be with him forever. I just really wanted to keep him in the friend zone. So yeah. Look, I gotta see how y'all responded to this. I gotta see how y'all responded to this. Yes, the small dick. I've dated guys with small dicks. I've had sex with guys with small dicks. Um, it's not that great of experience, no. Sometimes it hurts more than somebody that's bigger. It hurts more. It don't feel that good. And it's annoying because it seemed like I don't know. The smaller the D, the more horny they are. The more they just want to go again and again and again like a fucking rabbit. So, it's annoying. I just rather just hang out with them, whatever. But yeah, so as you guys can see, I really can't deal with lazy love. I can't be in a relationship with a guy based on because he's loved me. Love is never going to be enough for me. Love have never been enough for me. My first boyfriend, it wasn't about he cared about me, but for me it was about he provided me a different lifestyle. Honestly, I like to be provided a different lifestyle. That's really going to get me if you can provide me with a lifestyle that I cannot reach on my own. You have to do things for me that I cannot obtain or I cannot get on my own. If I can get it on my own, then I don't have any need for you. I don't have any want for you. And people may say, well, that's harsh or that's selfish or that's whatever. But that's the truth of the matter. And if people that want me to be like them, I don't want to be like you. Fuck, fuck being like you. Shit. Being like you is not even working for you. Hell. And you want me to sit up here and you should love a man for him. I gotta love him as a friend, but love him because no, that's not me. I can never be that. So I want to know your thoughts about that. So I also want to talk about the views. Okay, so right now in my life, when it comes to my main flagship channel, my views are low as hell. When I was doing conspiracy theory stuff, the views were definitely high, but sometimes I felt like doing that, I didn't have a voice or people was not coming to see me or hear my voice. They were just coming to see what I was reacting to. And I guess I felt a sense of less of power. And maybe I shouldn't have fucked that up. And I go back and forth with myself about it. I'm like, damn, couldn't, I should have just stayed doing those reactions. At least the views was hitting on shit. Me trying to do this the right way and be so honest enough. But you know what? Is you have to really continue to work harder. And I had to tell myself, stop crying like a little bitch. And that's the start of me creating different other YouTube channels. I'm like, well, listen, if you're going to have a space where you're going to do reaction videos and you feel like you're powerless because people are not coming to hear what you got to say, they're not coming for you, they're coming for your reactions, and you need to create a space where you can have a voice and you can feel some power, and you just have to do that. But you have to figure out a way. You have to try different things out. So I've been trying different things out. I'm not going to give up, and I have to try. Just keep on trying. And I think sometimes I just have to be consistent. And then I was talking to a friend of mine, and they were telling me they're starting YouTube but they got discouraged because of the views. They only did 2 videos and they got discouraged because the views were low. And oftentimes people feel like, I do a great video, I'm going to put it out and my video is going to eat. But oftentimes it doesn't work like that. The algorithm has to learn you, and they say it takes about 30 days for the algorithm to learn you, and you have to continue to feed the algorithm. So whatever your style is, you got to keep feeding it. And the algorithm and YouTube channels and stuff, it has changed so much. I remember a time I can talk about donkeys, I could talk about lions the next day, I could talk about hair the next day, and everything's still gonna fucking hit. But now it's almost like they box you in a niche. And if you're talking about conspiracy, they want you to stay in that lane. And if you talk something outside of conspiracy, it seems like the algorithm really don't even know what to do with your stuff. So it's like everything is so niche. And I'm not set up like that. My mind is not programmed like that. So I have to fight because I'm such a wild child and I'm so random. I've always been random. I like being random. I don't like being like uniformed and just this is niche. So I have to strip myself to really focus and try to figure things out. And I've been trying to do it. But I told my friend or associate, 2 videos, you just have to keep on feeding the fucking algorithm. And then I had one friend was like, yeah, my views low and I'm doing a message for God. And I'm like, oh no. See, I'm not a Christian. I was raised up in a Christian, but I'm not a Christian. And I have a lot of Christians around me. And it's interesting because I motivate my Christian friends and I motivate my Christian family to stay firm in their faith. Do you guys find that surprising? And they come to me for strength. And I guess, why is that? I guess because when I was in the Christian lifestyle, I was I had a strong sense. I guess, I don't know. I was strong in that. But anyway, I was telling them, I said, listen, anytime you're doing stuff spiritually for the word of God, it's never about the views. I don't even want to hear that come out your mouth, that you care about the views when you're doing the word of God. You're doing God's work. So every time you go in there and you feed the algorithm because you are doing God's work, it's not about you. Get rid of the ego, get rid of the pride. It's not about the numbers, okay? You have to have passion. You have to do it because this is what you want to do. You are on a mission. F them numbers. They said, oh my God, I didn't look at it like that. I needed to see it like that. I really needed to hear that. All right. Yeah, your mindset is wired. You worried about numbers when you're saving people's lives. You're opening portals to people get saved. Numbers shouldn't even be on your to-do list or your thought process. You got to continue to feed. This is war here. You're at a battlefield here. Satan will give you a false illusion. Your numbers is low. Nobody is listening to you. That's bullcrap. You have to feed the algorithm. And when I was in the Christian faith, it doesn't matter. If one person heard your message, if one person got saved, then you did the mission and the fight goes on. It never stops, So I had this other friend or associate. They're doing gaming and they're like, yeah, I've been doing it, but my numbers is low. It goes up high, then it's low. And I said, well, you know what? You sound very defeated and I don't like the tone. I don't like your tone. I said, you need to change your tone because, and he's a male. And so I said, to be a good fighter, I said, fighters know how to take a punch. Okay? Men know how to take a punch. And that's crazy, right? Look. But this is how I talk to men. Oftentimes I talk to men and I talk to women differently. If I'm talking to a Christian, I talk to Christians differently. Just depending on who I'm talking to, I talk differently. But with him, I was like, listen, real men know how to take a punch. That's what makes a good fighter. So when you get punched, you get your ass up and you fight again. You're going to take another punch. Keep taking punches and keep getting up and you keep fighting. Everybody knows a good fighter can take a punch, can take multiple punches. And when you do videos and your views go low, that's a punch. And your ass bitching and whining about a fucking punch. Stop being weak. Man the fuck up. Keep on trying again. Keep on pushing the fucking videos out. I don't want to hear you whining like a bitch. Okay? Learn how to take a punch. In life, you always gonna have to take punches. Get used to it. Accept the punch. And stop looking at it as a fucking defeat. A punch is not the end of the world. Try it again. Try a different way. Keep going. Make this shit exciting. Change your mindset. Change how you look at shit. Come on. So I told him that, and that really motivated him. He was like, oh my God, thank you so much for talking to me like that. I don't have anybody that really talks to me like that. Like, you really give it to me. And I was like, hell yeah, every time. Every fucking time. Get your ass up in the ring. Come on now. Okay? So, I say that to say, in life always gives us punches. And it depends if we want to sit here and just fall into the victim and just cower it over and cry about it. That's wasting time. And I was telling him, and I told another friend, I said, I don't have the luxury to waste time. I don't have the luxury to cry. I don't have the luxury to complain when life is fucking not doing right for me. I have to stand up and show up for myself every fucking time. I don't got time to cry. I don't got time to complain. I just don't fucking got time for it. Only thing I'm thinking about is solutions. How I need solutions. And anytime when I'm dealing with a man, I need him to have solutions. I don't need him to complain with me or be like, well, damn, I don't know how you gonna do that. Get the fuck out. Only thing we can do is have some fun time if I find you attractive. But I can never have him as in my inner circle or friendship or be really emotionally involved with a man that cannot give solutions. I would never want to hear from a man, I don't know how, or I can't do it. That's an instant turn off. If the world, you have so much resources. You have the fucking internet. If you don't know, look it up. Be resourceful. Another thing I can't stand, if a man or always, well, how do I do this? And are you helpless? It's a lot of shit I don't know how to do, but I'm going to use the internet because it's resourceful, it's free, and there's so many things out here. They don't even try. Have you even tried? And it's a turnoff, and it's laziness to me. And I'm just not into lazy anything. I'm not into self-pity. I'm not into people always a victim. It's a turnoff, And I don't know. I'm assuming to some of you guys I may sound harsh, but maybe that's just part of who I am. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so... okay, Gavon says she's really enjoying it. Thank you. I appreciate that, Yeah. So, I'm looking here. Trinity say, preach. Yes, I know that's right. Why can't you do that in a relationship? Marcus, why can't I do what in a relationship? Can you give me an example? And I was so happy and proud of myself recently. All right, so I got a box, right? And I got a box and it was a desk. How can I put it? It was like it's right here. It's like a desk and it goes up like a podium and it can sit down and you can use it for your food tray. Like when I'm in my living room, I like to have a table. So I have this table that I just bought and it's so easy. Like Anytime I go shopping, I shop over the internet a lot of times, but I'm always doing reviews. Like it takes me a minute to shop, honestly, and I enjoy shopping. That's one thing I really enjoy doing. I love looking at all the desktops, and I will read up on all the desktops. I'm going to look at the reviews on all the desktop, and I'm going to pick which one is best for me. So I read this one, and it was like this desktop is easy to, put it in and do, right? And usually when it comes to, hardware, stuff like that, I want a man to do it. I always want him to do it. I just like for a man to do my shit like that. I like to be dependent on a man for that. And the man that I like, they love when I call them for that. They love when I depend on them for that. When I need something hardware or something like that done and a guy gets annoyed, usually I just say, "Oh, that's okay, baby," or he'd be like, "Well, what's wrong? I'll do it for you." I'd be like, "No, you know what? I forgot something." And, I make up an excuse. But once I hear that tone of, "Oh, I got to do this," and you really don't want to, I don't want anybody to do something for me they don't want to do. I promise you that. And maybe it's the pride in me, but I don't want that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. So with this one, I decided to open it up and do it myself. And I did it. I did it myself and I felt so good. I said, yeah, independence, baby. And but it helped that I read the reviews because it was really simple to do. And I could have picked the other desktop, and there's plenty of the different desktop. And if I didn't read the reviews, I could have got caught with that, and it was harder to put that together, So, read the reviews. I love reading reviews. And even if the other desktop is cheaper, I'm still going to pay more if it's easier to put together. I will pay for quality and I will pay for a peace of mind. It's just a peace of mind and knowing that I can do it. It's going to be easy and it's simple. I will pay extra for a peace of mind. I definitely will. Even when it comes to, finding a place, say for instance, it's 2 apartments. One apartment is cheaper and then the other apartment is more expensive. Now they can be the same square footage, the same amenities, but one is higher because of the area may be more safer, more be police patrolled, and the other one may not. I'm going to pay extra because I want that peace of mind. I love to be at peace of mind. I don't like drama. I don't like stress. I will pay extra every time. When it comes to restaurants, if it's a McDonald's around a corner, and I know it's some ghetto hood rats and it's 50-50 if I get good customer service. But I know if I go 20 miles away, they always going to give me good service. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm not going to go to one close to me. I'm going to go out my way for what? A peace of mind. That's just how I am. Yeah. Okay. Because I care about respect and protection. I love respect, okay? So I like the utmost respect, And I'm not saying that the hood, they don't respect. But sometimes the laziness. I don't want to make your stuff fresh. Sometimes cooking it in old grease, having a nasty attitude, or just not pleasant. I like to be around pleasant, especially if I'm spending my money. Pleasant, please. Okay. Respectable, please. Okay. Yeah, So that's just what I desire, and that's what I like, and that's my standards, and I care. I care. Everybody doesn't care. Some guys I dated, they don't care. They're like, oh my God, why you gotta be so bitchy? Why you gotta go all the way down there to McDonald's and this right here? You so picky. You just do so much. Oh my goodness. It's just food. It's just McDonald's. Who cares? You shouldn't care about shit like that. You show this and you show that and you show this. And it's like, okay, we're not equally yoked. Okay, I cross you off the box. Okay, I care. This is my lifestyle. And, if you cannot give me what I desire for my lifestyle, then I don't think we should be together. I don't care. If I ask you to do something or you're going out to bring me something and you bring me something cold and you just expect me to eat it because no. No, you don't know how to handle me. And clearly you never met a girl like me and you don't know how to handle a girl like me, and that's a negative. I would prefer a guy that is used to women like me or a guy that have been with women of higher standards. I prefer to have a guy that his past exes was way higher standards than I was. Shit. I want that energy, okay? Shit. I don't want to be with a guy and he treated his exes like shit. I think that's a horrible decision for me to be in. It's like, oh shit, she looking like that. You got her like that. You ain't covering her like this. Okay, peace. The fuck? I mean, I learned from what he's done to his ex-girls. I mean, I think that's a telltale sign. So that's just me. I know I'm different. I know. But I love my differences. I wouldn't change me for the world. I love how I set up. It's comfortable this way. I have been open-minded. I've tried to see things other people's ways because so many people will pressure me to live their standards and they want me to try it their way. But it does not work for me and I'm not happy their way. They're not even happy their way. you know? So this is me. This is personal blog, which just me, my thoughts and everything. I just want to say luxury is self-respect. I know that's right, Trinity. I feel that same way. I feel that same way. And to me, how a guy self-respects himself and how a guy does for himself, to me, it streams volumes. When I go to a guy and I'm like, well, you want to do this in life? Oftentimes in the past, and it lets you know that I've been through phases in my life. When I was in my younger 20s, I dealt with men on a higher scale, meaning they had a lot of money. These men had Mercedes, Bentleys, all of that. But that's when I was living in LA. Okay. LA guys that I would meet, they're so different than guys in Detroit. The guys in Detroit I met, a lot of them, not a lot, but a few were just scammers. Lifestyle for somebody that's got money and doing it the right way is so different from somebody that's scamming, day and night. It's a big difference. Just how they are, the mannerisms, how they eat, the type of places they eat, how they talk, their associations. Everything is so different. It's a different experience. So now me going with a scammer or even entertaining a scammer that can get Balenciaga persons and stuff, I feel like I'm being robbed. I feel like it's mocking me being with a real man that actually worked hard and have it and have stability, and not worried about getting pulled over by the cops or this or that. And, it's different. Okay. I remember a dating guy like that. He wanted to dress me. So we would go to like the malls and stuff. And he was like, okay, I want you to wear this and I want you to wear that. And honestly, I thought it was cute in the beginning. But I realized I want my independence because he was picking out outfits I really did not want to wear. And of course, I signed up for this. I signed up to be his candy, his piece of candy, whatever. And the control. I realized, I don't like to be controlled. He just wanted to dominate and control me and tell me what to do and who to hang out with. And I've dealt with controlling guys a lot of times. And I just don't like to control. And having independence, like buying my own stuff versus depending on a man to buy me stuff, is so day and night. It's such a big fucking experience difference. And I love having my own. I love having my money in the bank, my choices, so often. Oh man. And dating a guy. It's man, I'm going everywhere now. But dating someone that okay, that's another video. That's another video. But I've dealt with a lot of things. I've dealt with people trying to, or guys trying to water me down, saying, well, you shouldn't do this. Don't you got enough wigs? And you shouldn't buy this and you shouldn't buy that. They just want me to be there for them. They just want me not to have desires. They don't want me to want expensive stuff. They don't want me to have a lifestyle. They just want me to desire them. They just want me to be. Shouldn't you just be happy with a man that just loves you and just care about you? Shouldn't you just be happy with that? Like, I can love you and I'm loving you and I'm there for you. Isn't this enough? Like, why do you want to do this and why you want to do that? That's not enough. Love is not enough. And I keep telling certain guys that are interested in me, love is not enough. For me, I don't want your heart. Keep it. Like, I want it. They keep forcing it on me and be like, take it and just be satisfied with whatever I give you and just be thankful that I'm here and I'm going to love you and I'm going to protect you. What their protection is not my protection. And by doing that, they want me to change how I look. I shouldn't desire this. I shouldn't desire that. Oh my God, you want so much. Man, you so picky. Won't you just, it's not that serious. Man, you want to change me. I don't want that. I'd rather not be with anybody. And I'm okay with that. I'd rather not be with it. Ah. Trini said I was feeling a bit bad because I enjoyed the heated garage with the limo in the winter. I know that must be nice. Be unselfish, the same way you like a Christian life. Be unselfish. Well, Marcus already told you I'm not a Christian. So you want me? There we go. Is that see how it is? Marcus says he wants me to be unselfish. And I get labeled that a lot when it comes to certain guys, that I'm selfish and they want me to be unselfish. And you know what I tell them, Marcus? I tell them, I said, well, once you think about being with a Muslim woman, I said, Muslim women are perfect for you because they're going to submit to you and they're just going to be thankful for whatever you give them. And it's going to be easy. You know? But for whatever reason, Marcus, they don't want to go find a Muslim woman. They want to, I don't know, is it a challenge to try to convert me or try to make me something you want me to be versus leaving me alone and just go get a Muslim woman? I don't understand. I think Muslim women would be so great for so many guys. I really do. I tell them all the time to get a Muslim woman. Trinity said they want to tame you. It's so hard to tame me, Trinity. One of the reasons why is because I keep my phone off. Trinity, I never have my phone on. Nobody can get in contact with me, and I have different phones, but I always keep everything off. Why? Because I don't like to be accessed. I don't know. I just don't like to be accessed. I don't want people to access me. I like that. I don't feel obligated when I hear a phone ring because I never hear a phone ring. I never hear a text. When I go to my phone, I see mixed calls and texts, and sometimes I will respond, sometimes I don't. Depends on how I feel. But that's why I tell them, like, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm not relationship oriented. And I'm honest with that. I just be like, I just want to have some good experience with you, or I want to just, have some fun, you know. But I'm not going to really take anybody serious unless they can offer me a certain lifestyle that I cannot obtain myself. And then I turn my phone on. I turn my phone on, baby. And I'll be there every time. You know what I mean? I turn that shit off. Okay. But another thing I was saying that, being in LA, I had a different experience with different guys than being in different cities. They don't offer that same type of guy. So, being in different areas is different. You know, it's a whole different world. All right. Me too. I don't take my phone all the time. Me neither. They get so mad, Trinity. Oh, you just ignore me? And I'm not ignoring you. It's just I don't have my phone on a ringer and I don't respond because I'm not by my phone. And Trinity, they take it personal. They take it so personal. Oh, you must be fucking other niggas. Oh, I knew you was a hoe. And it's none of that is going on. I'm sitting up here watching Netflix, enjoying my time alone, okay? Not realizing you're texting me because I don't got my phone on. And then when I respond, I just respond, And that's freedom. That's freedom, okay? That's freedom. And I love that freedom. In the past, I was tied to my phone, but I'm not tied to my phone at all. At all. That's grown woman attitude. I know that's right, Trinity. Well, I just want to say thank you guys for listening. I love you guys so much, and hopefully we can do this more often. And I'm going to take these earrings out because these earrings are really hurting my earlobes. All right. Love you guys. Bye.